Welcome back to TV5 News at 9. It is time now for Medical Moments with Covenant Healthcare. Joining us this morning is Morgan Arnhammer. She is so excited to be here. We're excited to have you. Thank you so much, Morgan, for being here.
Thank you.
Okay, so we are talking today about exercise classes at Mary Free Bed. Now, that's a part of Covenant's physical medicine and rehabilitation program. First, can you tell us and explain what physical medicine is all about, Morgan?
Yeah, physical medicine is rehabilitative medicine that is used to help treat injuries, pain, or any kind of physical deficit someone might be experiencing due to an illness or that said injury. Essentially, it's physical, occupational, and speech therapy help to restore function for people to be able to do the things that they want to and need to, hopefully pain-free throughout their life.
And Morgan, what is your role? Tell us your role.
Yeah, my role, I'm actually the health and fitness program administrator within our department. Unfortunately, I get to work with all of our providers, our physical, occupational, and speech therapists, as well as massage and behavioral therapy. And primarily I serve in a kind of a community role where I get to work with community members in our exercise classes primarily to help restore their function once they've completed their skilled therapy, if they needed it, or basically just give them a boost with being strong enough to complete their activities of daily living or play with their grandkids or get, help individuals after some kind of treatment of some kind, whether it's a cancer treatment or other forms of treatment. So my role is kind of multifaceted, and I love that. I'm never bored.
Oh, that's great to say that. I love that. Okay, so you offer 6 exercise classes. Tell us about those.
Sure. Yeah, We've had our oncology and yoga classes for about 5 years now. We are expanding to be offering 6 classes here shortly, hopefully in the month of February. Adding to those classes, we're going to start offering senior exercise classes. Working on flexibility, balance, strength, making sure people are staying active and being able to live their best life. I know we hear that often, but truly, physical activity is one of those ways we can do that. We are going to be adding our osteoporosis classes as well, working on basically building our bone density, increasing our strength and flexibility through body weight exercise, free weights, other types of exercise, really helping those individuals stay on track to basically lessen their risk of fracture. And then also offering bariatric classes for bariatric patients who have gone through a bariatric procedure of some kind, helping them stay on track, living a physically active life so they always feel best. And then finally, we're going to be adding a caregiver exercise class. So that class is going to be focused on basically offering exercise and an outlet for individuals who might be responsible for a loved one or a friend being that support person for them. So it allows them to help take care of themselves too while they're taking care of their loved one or their friend.
Well, I have to ask this because we are in the middle of a pandemic. Are these classes in person, Morgan?
So to start out, when we begin these classes, unfortunately, they will not be in person. But fortunately, we've learned how to utilize our virtual software well, even in exercise. So these classes will be offered virtually, starting out on Zoom. And eventually, hopefully, we're going to work towards offering these classes in person around the Saginaw area and maybe expanding to some of our other facilities, some of our outlying campuses. But at first, they will be virtual. It's not always a bad thing for virtual. What we've learned is we can reach a greater number of people. So those that maybe wouldn't be able to travel to our campuses can join these classes and do so virtually with one of our exercise specialists.
And I know people listening are like, how can I get involved? So how can someone sign up, Morgan, for these?
Yeah, truly just calling one of our physical medicine and rehabilitation sites. So any of our sites through Mary Free Bed at Covenant, our information can be found on Covenant's website as well as Mary Free Bed at Covenant's website. They can ask to speak directly to myself, or they can ask to speak to any of our exercise specialists to learn more about the classes, what they entail, where they are, once we're back in person, and any details or questions that they need answered.
And I can tell you love what you do. So tell us what you like most about working with patients, Morgan.
Yes, I definitely love what I do. I feel like I answer this question differently every time, which I think is such a blessing. I think why I love my role so much is truly that I get to impact the lives of others in a way that helps them be healthier. I get to see their progress. I get to understand truly what their goals are, and I get to see and help them meet those goals. I just love to be able to serve people in the community and help people live longer, healthier, and hopefully more pain-free lives.
Well, we are so glad to have you in the area. Thank you so much, Morgan, for joining us today. Thank you. You're welcome. And thank you again for being with us today. If you'd like any more additional information, you can head on over to the hot links section of WNEM.com.